Thank you for providing me the opportunity to reflect. I thought it's a prepared speech people are coming up with. But first of all, let me thank Dr. Garg, because I had lots of questions and queries because I couldn't navigate the online portal being an international delegate. I have spoken to lots of delegates during the conference, and I always feel privileged to be able to come back to the country who invested in me and educating me, because I did my PhD from IT Delhi and only after that I left. So I have always felt that I actually have a responsibility to go back and share my experiences. And I said in the morning session when I was giving my talk that we normally believe that when people come from Australia or US or UK, we always have things to learn from them, which is not entirely correct. I come here and I learn a lot from Indian examples, because my area is water supply, integrated urban water management, water pollution, and worldwide we grapple with these issues. And Australia is managing things well because they started the journey much, much earlier than we did in India. India is on a journey, and I often tell my colleagues in Australia that Delhi is like whole Australia. And the whole Australia moves from villages to cities in India every day, not every week, not every month. So if you had to deal with something like that, you can imagine where you will be. So if people are not actually on the streets and no one is struggling, there are problems every country has. And when I come back and reflect on the challenges our country is facing, we are doing a tremendous job. Reflecting on the sessions I have heard, what I was realizing and reiterating this morning as well, that we have all the frameworks in place, we have good policies, we are just lacking the implementation. And the person just before me said, this is an okay conference, it has done some good things. And I believe we can't really solve such big challenges for such a big country in one conference. But this conference is a very good start to create the awareness, because if citizens are aware, we have been talking a lot about behavioral changes and each one has some role to play. If we start with that, that will be a good outcome from the conference. And if we all go back and talk about these things, the ripple effect can be really significant. But one thing which we can perhaps think, and I'm looking at the organizers now, that when we talk about problems, we also need people in the room who actually make decisions. Because if you have to flush the toilet, it has to go somewhere. And if we don't have the pipeline to collect that sewage, if we don't have the treatment plant to treat that sewage, it is going to go into our river, which is source of our drinking water. So I think we need to have people in the room or someone in the room who can actually take that message forward, to also close the loop on the other side, that we need to do a lot more work in infrastructure development in the country. But with that, thank you very much for having me here again. Thank you.